Last week, I wrapped up my series on the fundamentals of AI, and for those of you who've been with me since the beginning, you may also recall a short series on personal identity theory. With the advent of advancing technology, of course, how we define ourselves takes some reevaluation, and, well, I have some thoughts on that.
Ah.
I have often asserted that my mind is who I am. And that's not going to change as I grow older or if I should become more fit or suffer injury. Don't get me wrong, of course, changes to my physical form have a potential to change how I think of myself, but fundamentally, it's not what I am. And the same is going to be true if I were struck blind or even lose a limb. I may add a prosthesis to my physical form, but the fundamentals of what makes me me remain the same. We can take this even a step further, that if I had some genie reshape my body to look like some famous celebrity, and let's say we make the celebrity look like me as well, which one is the real me? I don't think is any question. To me, it's obvious that the one with my thoughts is still me. And should I have a certain day far in the future when I'm no longer able to easily remember things, so I have all of my memories backed up onto a hard drive, which feeds them back to my brain as needed, are those memories less mine just because they're being supplied by a computer? I think obviously not. So at what point do I draw the line? Where does this all end? If I have my body deconstructed by a computer and rebuilt far off on some alien planet and beam my thoughts back into that new body, is that body less me because it was built artificially? If I take my brain, I don't even need to go that far. Why not just have my thoughts put into an artificial brain on the computer itself, and then give myself an artificial body and set me free to roam the digital world? So long as my mind is intact, I have my memories, my way of thought, my way of growing with situations. To me, these are still all perfectly valid forms of myself. But this sort of rationale does come with a major snag. If I am my thoughts, then that person who was me 10 years ago no longer exists. Yes, we share some memories, but they have ceased to be in favor of my new form. And similarly, as my memories and way of thinking change in the future, this current me will also soon cease to be. But I don't grieve these past lives who have effectively died, they no longer are, and I don't need to fear this doppelganger who will one day take over my life, because this me today is forged by those efforts of past generations. I can still be sad for the pain of what they suffered through, and I can still learn from them, learn from their experiences, as I would from any figure in the past. But I don't need to be boxed in, confined by the life they lived, by who they thought they were. If I don't like who I am today, within this rationale, all it takes is for me to change the way I think, and I literally am a new me, risen from the ashes of the me's that came before. And unlike some miser grasping, holding on to time, every grain of sand's time, time's sand, slipping through their fingers as they try to hold it, keep every moment lasting as long as possible, stretching it to its very limit, I can instead embrace this death of self, say hello to the Reaper with open arms, because, yes, within this worldview, to change is to die. But to die doesn't mean to fail. I can grow. And in growing, yes, I'm changing. A new me will take my place, but it's okay to be working towards a ideal which you'll never see yourself, which by definition, if this perfected me should ever come into existence, I cannot know them. I cannot meet this person. It's not the me that I see in the mirror today. It's some future self, but it's okay. I am the me of right now. And as I am happy for all of the past me's who have given the work to be me today, so too do I believe that the future me can take joy in the efforts made by previous iterations. And no, not all iterations are going to be better than the one before. Of course, everybody has setbacks. I'm going to have times when my mental state is not as good as it was the day before. But with this worldview, that only lasts until the next time my mind changes. Every day as I wake up, I have the chance to be a completely new me, to mold myself in any way that I'm able to think of myself. So yeah, to me, I am my thoughts. I know who I am, regardless of when or where or what form I'm taking at that moment. And if I'm very, very lucky, those thoughts which make me me might even spread. I can share my thoughts, and hopefully a little bit of me might live on in other people as well. If you enjoyed the video, as always, like, comment, consider subscribing, and until next time, see ya.